So what do we learn in chapter 1, verses 11 through 24, as we looked at Paul's life? Well, first of all, with a thesis statement in verses 11 through 12, we learned that we could be confident that the gospel was God's idea. And we see that also in 13 through 24 in Paul's life. We can be confident that it was all God's plan. It was all God's initiative. It was a revelation from Him. And God worked through human beings to make sure that His gospel was preserved, carried on, and that it was the Holy Spirit saw that it was truthful and led the inspiration of His word to be carried on. We can be confident that all of it was God's idea. So the question for you is, how confident are you? You know, on a scale of 1 to 100, are you 100% confident that the gospel was God's idea? Or is there a part of you that is a little more reserved and questions whether human beings made it up or not? Well, here from this passage, you can learn that the gospel was God's idea. It was 100% from God. The second thing we can learn from this passage is to trust the gospel's authority and foundation. In other words, we don't have to question and worry about its source. We don't have to question and worry about whether or not it's authoritative and it's true and trustworthy. It completely is. So again, if we had to ask ourselves on a scale of 1 to 100, how much are you trusting in the gospel's authority and allowing it to form the foundation of your life? Well, hopefully you can say 100%. And then third, from Paul's life, talking about before conversion to after conversion, we can know that our past does not have to define us. In other words, Paul had been somebody who had killed persecuted Christians. Then when he received Christ, his life was totally turned around, and God used him in some totally and amazing and unique ways. And that is true for all of us. We can know that our past does not have to define us. As we are in God's will, as we walk in His ways, God can use us and do some amazing things for His kingdom through us. Our past does not define us. Instead, Jesus Christ does.